Hello everyone, it's Jeff Kite from Sunland Water Gardens. Today I want to show you how to replace an impeller in a pond master pump. So with the pond master pumps, they're good little pumps. They can be inline or submersed, and every once in a while an impeller will break or a volute will break on it. It's pretty simple to replace, so you don't have to buy a whole new pump. You can just replace the parts and good as new. So let me show you how this works. So in the pump, or on the pump itself, there's a volute, and the volute kind of looks like this here. With the volute, sometimes there's a center peg here that the impeller will spin on, and sometimes this center post, some people will stick a screwdriver in there and try to clean it out or something, and they end up breaking that peg off, and what happens is the impeller just kind of wobbles around in there. The other thing that sometimes happens is the impellers, when they spin, they should lock, and when they lock, they'll spin on the post, on the volute, and then the whole impeller will spin. But sometimes they don't lock. And what happens is they just kind of wobble around inside and kind of bounce around, and you won't get any water coming out. You'll hear it spinning, but nothing happens. And sometimes also there's a ceramic shaft inside the impeller, which will break if there's too much pressure on it. So let me show you how to open one of these up. So there are different models. Some have 4 screws, some will have 6 screws. So this is a model 700. So what we're going to do is take off the 4 screws. And you can do it with just a hand screwdriver as well. Okay. Take the screws off. And the first thing you're going to do is take the volute off the body. So just kind of rock it back and forth. They usually come off pretty easy. Sometimes the impeller will come off with it, or it'll stay in there when you pull it out. So the first thing to check is to check the volute, make sure that center post is there. Second thing, you want to pull the impeller out and make sure that it locks like we were showing you. If it doesn't lock and it just spins like this one, it's a bad impeller, needs to be replaced. And the third, if you take the impeller apart, you have that ceramic shaft. And want to make sure that's in one piece. Okay? If that's broken, the impeller's no good. Okay? So if either one of those two things are broke, want to replace those. Those are very easy to replace. And the last thing I would look for is inside. You want to feel the side of the canal in there. It should be real nice and smooth. Sometimes there's a hole at the very bottom. If the impeller is ran too long with something being broken, it wobbles and it creates more of an oval shaft in there versus a perfectly round one. And when this starts to oval or get really roughed up, it's sometimes you may need a whole new pump. But most of the time this is okay. Make sure the hole down there is nice and round. And if the body's good, everything else can be replaced. So once you get your new impeller, go ahead and just insert that down in the bottom hole. Give it a nice little push, make sure it's in place. Grab your new volute, which has the nice center peg there. Line it up with the pegs for the hole of the screws. Okay. And then go ahead and install your screws back on. Okay. Again, you can do it with a screwdriver. but just for us here, get a little quicker. And you don't want to tighten those down too tight. You don't want to crack your volute. So go down, just get them snug. And then if you are using a power drill, just get them snug, and then go ahead and take your hand screwdriver and just get them down a little bit further. Don't want to crack your new volute. Okay. So that should repair your Pondmaster pump, and it should be good, for another 2 or 3 years like that. So if you need any help, come in and see us. We do carry the parts for it. And I'll see you when you come in. Thanks.